Hello, greetings everyone. We're back again here on the Maize and Brew YouTube channel doing game 11. It's hard to believe we've done 11 of these already. Well, this is number 11, but it's simulating the rest of Michigan's season. Like I said, we're sitting here at 6-4 today. Hope to get to 8-4. Games left against Maryland, which we'll play today, Ohio State, and a bowl game to play since we got to bowl eligibility. And I know there was an Ohio State fan in the comments of the last video who said it was pretty pathetic that I was sitting here celebrating that. We're having fun, and I've gotten pretty invested because we've been watching these along with you. So not a whole lot to say. Like I said, the description of the season so far is in the comments, or in the description below, I should say. We're going to need you to hit like on the video, hit subscribe on here. All of our social for Maize and Brew is in the description as well. So follow us on all those platforms, and you can also follow me on Twitter at Anthony T. Broom. So now that spiel's done, let's get into the game. Tegan Johnson is here. Hello, Tegan. Dooney Don is here. Says, let's get it today. I'm with you. Again, for people who may just be hopping on for the first time or that forgot, these are exhibition games. We're not playing an actual season here. These are just set up from the main menu, so that's why Michigan still has the 16 next to them. They wouldn't be ranked 16th in the country with a 6-4 record. I can pretty safely guarantee that. But that's why that number is there. Also, the sequel series to this will be me taking the reins and playing through the 2022 season, but with me actually holding onto the sticks this time. We were sitting at 3-3 at one point. I didn't know which way it was going to go from there. We sub in J.J. McCarthy. We've gone 3-1 in the last 4 starts, with really the lone game being a nail biter and a heartbreaker against Indiana. But other than that, team has won. Team has looked good. So right off the bat, and you guys can talk about this in the comments, I'll probably adjust it based on what you say. But I know it says Monday, Tuesdays, and Thursdays for the stream. This Thursday, I'll be in Indianapolis for Big Ten Media Days, which we'll have some sort of coverage for that on the site, maybe on this channel. Who's to say? So there will not be an NCAA stream on Thursday. So there is a couple ways we can do this now. We can either play the Ohio State game tomorrow and the bowl game. We'll do a doubleheader, or we save the bowl game for Friday. Because I want to have this series wrapped up by this week. Wednesday's off the table. I'll be driving to Indianapolis. So it's kind of between doubleheader tomorrow or Ohio State tomorrow and then bowl game on Friday. So let me know what you think about that. I may overrule what you say anyways. But 31 people watching live at 4 o'clock on a Thursday, I'll take it. That's what we like to see. Those numbers will go up as the game goes on. It's just the nature of the beast here. Dooney Don says, I would vote to save the bowl game for Friday. D-Ray408 says bowl game Friday. Oh, Roman Wilson, hello. I'm leaning bowl game on Friday. So that way we can just give each game the day it deserves. I don't want to, no one's going to sit here for 2 hours watching this, so maybe they will, I don't know. But Another vote for the bowl game on Friday from Tegan. Yeah, Deshaun Cole says it's Monday. I'm aware of that. Yes, it is Monday. Go live from Media Days. It's possible. We'll see. Might be something I can do with that. We'll be meeting to figure out that type of stuff as a staff tomorrow. So, and once Media Day kicks in, that's kind of the official start of preseason coverage for us. So, you'll start seeing more on that. I know the last couple months since basketball ended, we've just kind of been keeping the lights on. But we have profiled, or in the process of profiling, every single scholarship player. We do have a couple of new staff members that we're excited about. A podcast with Luke Yardy and myself will come back starting tonight/tomorrow. Touchdown Michigan, Blake Corum. All right, good start to the stream for us. A little bit different with me and Luke. So basically, and you guys that are here on the YouTube this is your exclusive news for this. So what we're going to do is last week, some of you may have saw on Twitter that we asked you guys to power rank the teams in the Big Ten. And what I did was able to use that to create a composite list, averaged out all the numbers where everyone thinks the Big Ten will be ranked. So, not a spoiler alert, Ohio State was unanimous at the top. And Illinois came in last place. So we will start from the bottom up, starting at Illinois. We're going to give you guys every day that we don't have a podcast scheduled. So this week it will be Tuesday, Friday, Saturday. Maybe Sunday. We'll see. But we're going to be previewing every team in the Big Ten. A quick little 15 to 20 minute bite-sized preview. Just give you guys a taste of what the rest of the Big Ten looks like. Jared and Andy are going to be going through the schedule in quarters. So that's more of a schedule preview. We're going to preview every team in the Big Ten, Luke and I. So that'll probably give us about 3 weeks or so worth of shows. Again, we'll start that with your first 2 episodes are going to be Illinois and Rutgers. So if you can stand that for 15 to 20. We hope you stick around. It gives you a nice little snapshot of what the Big Ten has to offer. And so the first episode of that will be out tomorrow. Again, our shows are available on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher. We are on the hunt for a third co-host for our Monday podcast. Monday night into Tuesday. Hopefully have something to announce on that soon. But this will get us through the next couple weeks, and probably by mid-August or so, we're going to be full-blown preview mode. So that was my spiel on all that. Spiel, if you will. Malachi, can we please be good this year, please, Harbaugh? I'll see him Thursday. I'll say Malachi wants you to be good this year. Can you make that happen? Nicholas McGraw-Mabbitt is here. Go Blue. Hello, Nicholas. D's Nuts is here. Always love when D's Nuts comes around. Let's go Simulated Blue. Dooney Don. Here's my preview for Ohio State. So, yeah, moving on. Maybe you're the third guest host. We'll see.
That makes it 1st and 10.
Probably the best start to a stream we've had since Northern Illinois. But again, it's still early. I know we've discussed the possibility of tailgates this fall. Bear with us. There's a lot of stuff we got to work through to be able to put together and announce things like that. But I want to get together. I want to see the people. I want to hang out with the people. So. Nice blocking. That's what we like to see.
That's good for a gain of 9 yards. That'll bring up 3rd and inches.
Malachi says, I'll be happy with 7 wins, just no more 2-touchdown plus losses. Yeah, this team has to compete. I mean, that's what I've talked about before, right? It's if 7 or 5 or 8 and 4 or 9 and 3 is your destiny. I just be competitive and show. And I'm hoping that if that's what this season winds up being, that it means young guys are playing a lot and they're competing, and you have at least some hope going into next year. This 9 and 3 routine where you get blasted by Wisconsin, Penn State, and Ohio State, that just doesn't cut it for me. Not in year 7. I don't care that you hit the reset button. It's year 7. Like, you can't get blown out by anyone. Brandon Stone is here. Hello, Brandon. After this play, I'll get to your question. Look at JJ with the wheels. Thanks. You see Jalen saying he's not that impressed with the jersey deal. Players shouldn't want that because it brings money back to U of M. Well, I mean, I'll put it this way. If there's a player you like, you should... And, first of all, guys like Aiden Hutchinson, Daxton Hill, they've got their exclusive deals with the Players Trunk, I think it is, or whatever. They have some kind of deal. I'm a firm believer, and it's just not just when it comes to name, image, and likeness, but like if you're a fan of a band or a filmmaker, buy something to support the things you like. If there's a Michigan player you like, buy his merchandise. If there's a the jersey sale, and this is the thing, I think NFL players get about $5 off of every jersey sale they make. Michigan players, I think, are getting $10 off of that. So, I mean, if it's crazy to say, but if Daxton Hill sells 1,000 jerseys, he makes $100 off that. So that's good. It's a start. I'm surprised there haven't been a flurry of deals, kind of, but one, I think the institution of Michigan kind of has its hands full with other stuff that's going on, as well as I'm trying to say this without being mean or disparaging. I don't know if there are a lot of marketable guys on the football team right now. Or guys that would demand these types of name, image, and likeness, bounties. Aiden Hutchinson has a deal. Daxton Hill has a deal. Those are the kind of guys. Now, if Cade McNamara pops off and becomes Joe Burrow, someone's going to pay him a lot of money. So... Sorry, I think I totally messed up the math. I totally messed up the math on that. $10. If Daxton Hill sells 1,000 jerseys and he gets $10 each for him, I believe that's that is what it is. $10,000 in his pocket. God, I'm a blogger. I'm not a mathematician. Okay. God, thank goodness for you, Malachi. Desnut says, welcome to Indy. I'm not there yet. I will be there Wednesday. Wednesday and Thursday I'll be there. I will not be sticking around for the Friday of Big Ten Media Days. Yeah, Brandon says, the team is too young and unproven. Just found it interesting someone with his stature with UM would go on his show and say he's not too into it. Well, my response to that was, if you don't like it, and I like Jalen Rose. This isn't me talking down on him or anything like that, but if he thinks that someone, he could pay a player to promote the Jalen Rose Leadership Academy or whatever it is. Some of these prominent alumni that, call a spade, that have money in their pockets, they could change any of this by having them promote a business, an event, whatever. Dooney Don, with the exception of OSU in 2020, Jim Harbaugh has been night and day in terms of home and away. At home, we've absolutely blown out Penn State. On the road, anywhere we forget how to snap the ball. Yeah, it's so weird. This program doesn't have a big road win. And it predates Jim Harbaugh. I mean, they never win big games on the road. And I know you can move the goalpost on what constitutes a big game or not. You can have a big win, like beating Minnesota at night in 2015, the way they did, that's a big win. But that's not a big game, right? Michigan State, 2016, 2018, those are big wins. That's a big game. It's a rivalry game. But you guys know what I'm saying there. Rob Brandon, hello Rob. He says 2 Texas A&M players are getting $10K for interviews. Hashtag SEC. I don't know are they getting $10K, whatever it is. I can tell you this. If we were ever to, I have to choose my words carefully here. If we were ever to pay an athlete, we would be paying an athlete to contribute to our site. We wouldn't be paying for the right to talk to them. We would only ever talk to someone or pay someone that wants to do it, right? But you got to do what you got to do. These are terrible helmets, by the way. Sorry, I'm dying. Sorry, you're watching me die on the air. This has become a snuff film. Okay. Lewis Gratton is here. Says smash that like button. I agree. Some of you guys are riling me up. David Cook says, remember when Minnesota was ranked to start 2020? I do. That was a big win at the time. Malachi, remember when we were ranked 13th and lost at home to an MSU team with a new coach coming off a loss to Rutgers? I've tried to not remember it. Thanks for that, though. Durgazels is here. What position is Hutchinson playing in this sim? He is an outside linebacker. In the 3-4 defensive scheme. I'm good now. Thanks for checking on me, Malachi. I'm good. Over here choking. My dog didn't move a muscle. Roman Wilson. You shouldn't have.
That's good for a gain of 39 yards. First down.
Oh my God. Brandon Stone asked, is the Keon Sabb recruitment completely done now, or does U of M keep plugging away? I heard they were considered the second favorite. Yeah, Keon Sabb went to Clemson. Anyone who's not signed, I assume they'll try and plug away at, but it's Clemson, so I don't know. We'll see. Maybe if Michigan has a big year, they can get back in on it, but who would you choose right now? Malachi asks, I heard we're going to land Walter Nolan and then flip Domani from USC. Those are scenarios they would love to see happen. I know they're working on it. It kind of sounds like Walter Nolan is one of those deals where if the parent was allowed to make the decision, it would probably be Michigan because of academics, but we know we've seen those recruitments before.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
68 people on here. Thank you. Please be sure to like and subscribe. Sorry, I'm still a little out of breath. I think Blake Corum is hurt. I'll have to keep an eye on that. Again, injuries are canon. So, if Blake Corum is out, could be out of the running for next week too, or for the next stream. Ohio State tomorrow. I'm not going to stop and check the injury report. It'll pop up and tell me. But this is the week before Ohio State, right? So there's always some kind of injury scare. Daz Nuts says, free markets apply to everyone, including universities, and now, thankfully, their players, which is long overdue. I have no problem with player and unis making money off of each other. Totally agree. It's never been right that Denard Robinson could be a star, and they're selling a bunch of number 16 jerseys in the, at the M Den. But there's no name on it, so it's just number 16. It's not Denard Robinson.
The extra point attempt is good.
Justin Roberts. I don't know if I've seen Justin here before. It says, I think we make it bowl eligible. I think we beat Washington, but this isn't our year. Next year, I think we will be a 10-win team, more experience and knowledge. Yeah, it depends. We'll see. I think the next few years, your non-conference schedule is pretty pathetic. And I say that with full knowledge that in one of those years, my alma mater comes to Ann Arbor. So
That makes it 2nd and 10.
Well, if Blake Corum's out, do we leave Edwards in there, or do you want me to put Hassan Haskins back in? Dooney Don, yeah, it seems that we always go into the Ohio State game with the quarterback situation either up in the air or the starting quarterback's shoulder held in place with duct tape. It does seem that way, doesn't it? Mark Smith, will you do the Ohio State game next Monday? No, Ohio State will be tomorrow. So Tuesday for you guys watching live. Brandon Stone says this NIL deal is going to improve the play on the field. Players will put more effort into the practices and games to perform better, to become more marketable. I don't know if I necessarily believe that. I think it's just nice to know if you have a brand that you can profit off of it. Which in turn might also be, if you're the backup quarterback at Michigan, then you could transfer to Central Michigan and be the guy. And, the Cabin wants to make you the official spokesman of Cabin Sticks and Karaoke Night. It might increase, like, the transfer portal thing, too. I don't know. We'll see. It's fascinating. It is a fascinating time to follow college sports, I'll tell you that. Justin Roberts says, yeah, I watch the stream on my Fire Stick. First time on live chat through my phone. Keep Edwards in. You got it. Justin has spoken. Again, please be sure to like and subscribe. Please subscribe. That helps. Throw a like on the video. That definitely helps. Trying to get ourselves to 5,000 or somewhere in that range before the football season starts. So, Jimmy Whitner, do you think whoever wins the quarterback job will start next year too? There's a good chance of that, but then, Cade McNamara could win the job. And like I said, I'm of the opinion that when JJ's ready, when he's the guy, he'll be the guy. So Cade could start, but it doesn't necessarily mean he's locked in for next year. If JJ McCarthy somehow starts the season, then I think he's your starting quarterback for the next 3 years. Still kicking myself over my bad jersey math, so. Lakers 8823, welcome. This year sets up for Mike Hart to be the new head coach. I don't know about that. I mean, the guy hasn't even really called plays or anything anywhere, so I don't know if he's that guy. And if it's not going to be Harbaugh, I don't know about you guys. I'm just kind of sick of the Michigan man thing. I think that again, people get sick of this name, but Matt Campbell fits the bill of what he's the perfect fit, I think. Runs a clean program, is a good recruiter. Touchdown Wolverines. Malachi says, we better wear the all blues next year. I'd love to see it. It'd be a cool look. The closest we got was that Under the Lights game with those weird Adidas, tire track alternate uniforms. I think it was E.J. Holland from the Wolverine was in the chat one day, and he said that everything they put out for that picture that went around of the room with the different jersey combos, everything that they put out is on the table if they decide to do something. So, Gergazels, Hart was the co-head coach at Indiana. Yeah, I get that. Is there a scenario where Mike Hart is your next head football coach? Yes, there probably is. I don't think he comes here without. I don't think he's coming to Michigan for it to just be a stop along the road. Something was promised to him. Maybe, I don't know. Malachi, the Poggi guy might be the next head coach. No, Biff Poggi Biff Tannen is not going to be the next head coach. All right, it's halftime. Michigan leads 17-7. Feels like it probably should be more than that. I don't know about you guys, but... Okay, let me catch up with some questions here. Mike Nape, I wouldn't have minded getting Sheridan with Hart and Can Gaddis. Gaddis better show up this year. Guy has just farted and fell so far. You know, what they had going in the second half of the 2019 season, I was pretty impressed with. It would have been nice to have a full offseason last year to really kind of kick that into high gear, but it didn't happen that way, and everything was it was like not only did you poop your pants, but you also slipped and landed on your ass. So there's just doo-doo everywhere. It's a big year for him. Had a full spring. You named a starting quarterback. You have guys that are in their second and third year in this offense playing prominent roles. Yeah, it has to click this year. I mean, the defense is going to struggle, and the defense is going to go through some growing pains. This team will only be as good as its offense is, period. Blake Gober says, we don't need a good recruiter, we need a great recruiter. That is where we get beat every year right now. You need someone to win, because I think Michigan's going to recruit itself if you just win games. I mean, look at that. Go look at the 2016 class, the 2017 class. I mean, those are loaded classes. Now, the problem with that is, one, you didn't win enough games to keep a lot of those guys around. And two, guys either didn't develop or transferred out or something happened with them. You need to win games, period. You need to squeeze every single drop out of the roster that you have, which is why, that's why I like Matt Campbell so much. And that's what Jim Harbaugh used to really be good at, too. But it just, the last couple of years, it's just disappeared. Justin Roberts, Jim should have kept Jed Fish, our first-year offensive coordinator. He did the best out of all the other OCs we had. Jed Fish kind of looks like he was the secret sauce right now. I don't think you can deny that at all. It'll be very interesting to see what he does at Arizona with, oddly enough, Don Brown as his defensive coordinator. Malachi asks, is Poggi long-term or is he going to be gone in a year? Biff Poggi is just an analyst on the staff. Or he's in a support role. This isn't like a Chris Partridge hire or he's just on your support staff. Maybe he's here doing, I don't know. I don't think, I can't say you shouldn't pay attention to that, but I will say, I don't think it's as big a deal as you might be making it out to be. Gergazel says, deal will be better than you all think. Bet on it. The deal will be better because, first of all, they can't be worse. they can't be worse. But they have good players there too. It'll be interesting to see who steps up where. It's kind of a blank slate for everyone. Brandon Stone says, coaches like Campbell have proved that development is greater than stars, in my opinion. Well, you have to have a hybrid of both. Michigan recruits at almost an exact similar level that Clemson does. But Clemson has Dabo Swinney and Brent Venables and develops their quarterbacks and puts, it's where the biggest difference is. They've had a star quarterback. But if you're a believer in the blue chip ratio, then the teams that are at the top of that blue chip ratio, and if you don't know what that is, go Google it. I'm not going to bore you guys with it here, but it's Alabama, Ohio State, Georgia, Clemson, Oklahoma, LSU, Florida. Michigan's typically pretty high on that list. Iowa State, Blake is chiming in with Iowa State's recruiting rankings. 2016, 55th. 2017, 52nd. 2018, 55th. 2019, 46th. Okay, yeah, I see it. They're in the 50s and the 40s. I get it. Iowa State is the Rutgers of the Big 12. We realize this, right? They haven't won a conference title since 1917 or 1918, whatever it was. That could be a team that wins the Big 12 this year and challenges for a college football playoff. The fact that he's done it, it's not just Iowa State. He did it at Toledo, too. Got that Toledo program into the top 25. Matt Campbell wouldn't come to Michigan and recruit the 30th ranked class in the country. It wouldn't happen. The fact that the recruiting ranks are as low as they are there, and they've done as well as they've had the last couple of years, it's pretty remarkable. I am curious though, like if it's not, and I'm not trying to bully or be a jerk. Like if it's not Matt Campbell, who would you want? Who would you guys want? And spare me the Luke Fickell. He's in Ohio. He'll help us recruit in Ohio. Luke Fickell will never come to Michigan. Never. I don't think Michigan would ever bring him in. So. Nice response by JJ in the offense here. Maybe here's their star quarterback. We'll see. Maybe that's your guy.
The kick is good. The Michigan Wolverines lined up for the kickoff. Jacobson back to return. Jacobson with the return. Kickoff return to 21 yards.
Right here. Mike 12. Mike 12.
Mathematics says, I like Campbell. I'm just not convinced he will leave Iowa State for University of Michigan. I think he would. In fact, I'm pretty sure this is one of the gigs he'd probably wait on. I don't think he would leave Iowa State until the fit was right. But I think somewhere in the next 5 years, he's going to be at either Michigan, Notre Dame, or Ohio State.
That makes it 2nd and 10.
That's my prediction. Blake Gober says Bill O'Brien. Was Bill O'Brien? No, Blake, help me out here. Was Bill O'Brien an elite recruiter at Penn State? Because that was kind of the argument you were making earlier. I'm just playing devil's advocate here. And I don't want Bill O'Brien, no. Joe Brady, I've seen him mentioned a few times in here. Can't say I would hate that. Brian Daboll, Buffalo Bills offensive coordinator. Nah, I don't know. Lyle Knight says, I was always a fan of Blake Anderson, Arkansas State's head coach.
34-yard punt. Return for a gain of 21 yards.
Red 2. Red 7. Red go. Run.
That's true. I mean, Bill O'Brien is the OC at Alabama now. That's kind of the... that's crazy. Bill O'Brien. That's kind of... it's assistant coach Viagra, right? It brings your career back.
That'll make it 3rd and 13.
Mario Cristobal, that could be interesting. Mullet dude from Oklahoma State. I want nothing to do with Mike Gundy.
48-yard line.
I think he's a big baby. What big game has Mike Gundy ever won? Gundy.
Tight end right. Tight end right. 3 down. Hey, check. Hey, motion.
Number 19 makes the reception. Call it a gain of 20 yards.
Malachi says, what about the old Auburn coach? He's proved he can beat Alabama. Why couldn't he get a couple off of OSU? Auburn is kind of the Michigan of the South. He's talking about Gus Malzahn, who's at UCF now. I don't know. Is Gus Malzahn, just because, think about this now. Is Gus Malzahn really an upgrade?
Maize makes the tackle. Call it a gain of 17 yards. First down.
It's always an interesting exercise to ask the question because I just like seeing the names that pop up.
Man left. Let's go, defense. Let's get out the field, defense. Check 83,
Problem with a guy like Gus Malzahn is that, yeah, let's just say Michigan hired him. You might get a couple off Ohio State, but you probably lose one to
3 down. Hey, check
Minnesota, to Iowa. You'd lose a couple stupid games somewhere else. Wow, nice. Blake Gober says, in all honesty, I'm one of the few people that think Harbaugh is going to figure out this year and next. I think that the path to that is there, but I don't think that hiring a mid-major or lesser Power 5 coach is the answer. Yeah, I don't think Matt Campbell's a lesser Power 5 coach. I think he's doing a remarkable job where he's at. And again, that's just my argument for him. The Big 12 is not an easy conference to win in, especially the way that those teams... And he's lost some stupid games here and there too, but there is no perfect answer because Jim Harbaugh was the slam dunk, was the perfect answer. So...
That is a loss of 3 yards. That brings up 2nd and 13.
Malachi says, under Gus, we would still beat 8-4, 9-3 team, but maybe we would beat OSU every now and then. But see, that's not... This is going to sound crazy. 8-4, 9-3 every year is not good enough. It's not. I don't care, like, Ohio State or not. That's... Beating Ohio State and going 8-4, that's like a consolation prize to me. Like, I want them to beat Ohio State and go to Indy. that's what the expectation is and should be. With the resources they have, the way the program kind of recruits itself. Big play there. Kind of beating the brakes off this team now. So 8-4, like these people that say, well, if we have a disappointing year, at least we beat Ohio State. Like that's such like that's a Michigan State mentality to me. Like the expectation at the University of Michigan, beat Ohio State, get to Indy, play for a Big Ten title. They have not done that yet. So until that happens, and I will never just resign myself to, well, maybe that's just what they are now. That's not acceptable. Wow, Donovan Edwards. Lyle Knight says thoughts on Kevin Steele. No, thank you. Mac Brown, if he lives 10 more years. Mac Brown is doing a good job there. QED is here under the Anon account. From your view, when was the last year we had so little insight as to how competitive the team would be prior to a season? I mean, 2015 was we had no idea what that was going to look like. Didn't even really have much of an idea of who was doing what. I mean, that's so long ago. But 0-16. What am I talking about? I saw someone say something about OSU in 16. It's been a while. Put it that way. Hugh Freeze. No. I don't want. I'm good there too. That guy's a total clown. They beat OSU in 16 from II-316. I mean, if you want to count that as a moral victory, fine, but it's still one. That still makes Jim Harbaugh 1-5 against them. I'm sorry, one in whatever it is. 1-4, 1-5. It's not good enough either. John Eads says, I think this game's going to be a lot closer in real life. Nothing to do with the trap game or anything. Maryland is just legitimately respectable. Absolutely killed Penn State last year. I think so, too. I think Michigan probably has a decent chance to not win this game. I think Maryland might kind of maybe be ready to be a pain in the ass. But we'll see. Yeah, the Ohio State stream will be Tuesday. Yeah, the one thing about Jim Harbaugh is that, like, I wouldn't call his tenure like a complete and total failure. They failed to win some pretty big games, but to me it doesn't really start earning the disappointing label until 2018 Ohio State. I mean, them struggling in 2017 was not a huge surprise. They turned over a lot from that year before. The quarterback situation was iffy at best. 2018 Ohio State sent them into a bit of a tailspin. 2019 wasn't pretty. I mean, 2019, there was too much talent on that team to be 9-3, in my opinion. And then last year was a disaster. So it's more like kind of the last 20 football games they've played, whatever it is. That's where the biggest disappointment's been. Offense is putting up a big day. Defense is having a good day. This team might be ready for virtual Ohio State, everyone. Again, remember to like and subscribe here. You can also follow me on Twitter at Anthony T. Broom. I should have just have that as a lower third or something. That's on me. Realized that 11 games in. Bus seat. As soon as Michigan gets Pep Hamilton and Josh Gaddis out of its system, things will be better on offense. Yeah, we'll wait another. We'll wait till year 8 for that offense to really turn around. There is no Pep Hamilton offensive stuff going on right now. I don't know where people get that from. It's Josh Gaddis' offense. Any criticism about the play calling, personnel, that can be thrown right at his feet. You can be throwing it right at Jim Harbaugh's feet for hiring a guy after talking to him on the phone once. I hope it works out for him. I think when they get on a roll, I think the offenses look really good, but depends on your quarterback. Brandon Stone says, this is not a troll, but what the hell does Jim Harbaugh actually do? He doesn't call the plays, and the coordinators seem to be the ones who run recruiting. I mean, everything goes through his headset. So, like, if let's just say Gaddis calls a play, like, he can be vetoed, but, like, Josh Gaddis is calling the plays. Defensive coordinator can call a play, runs through Jim Harbaugh's headset. If he doesn't like it, he might be able to veto it. Like, a head coach's role is to kind of be, the CEO, the motivator, the tactician, the guy who leads the meetings, the guy who, it's not. That's the best way for me to describe it. Busty says, if Josh Gaddis is control of the offense, why was he taken off QB coaching? He never did coach the quarterbacks. Ben McDaniels coached the quarterbacks. Ben McDaniels did a terrible job coaching the quarterbacks because he wasn't good at his job. I don't know. Josh Gaddis doesn't coach the quarterbacks either. I mean, they certainly could stand to upgrade there. Anon, who's QED, says, thank you for making these, Anthony. They're really fun. Thank you. Well, you're welcome. To your question, a few episodes back, it would be cool to see you play another iteration of the season. Maybe some player versus player against other Maize and Brew staff. Yeah, I think we will do proper game sims without me talking, doing commentary throughout the season. And then my plan for what comes after this in this series is I will take over head coaching duties in 2022, and you guys get to watch how the season plays out with me on the sticks. So we'll see what happens with that. Still kind of setting the content plan for the season. CX3 Destroyer says, you can tell a lot of Michigan fans don't do any research. I don't think that's fair. I think that fans tend to come at things very emotionally as opposed to rationally. That's why I answer questions here. Some people just don't understand why things happen. They just know that they happen and they get angry at them. So we're trying to avoid that. We're trying to be as smart as we can, simulating a video game at 4 o'clock in the afternoon during the week. Well, that's going to be another victory, though. 7-4. So we've established a floor at least. Like, this is according to the sim, this is a 7-win football team. Now you go down in the description, you look at some of the close games they've lost. Those 7 wins could quickly turn into, 9 wins. God forbid 10 wins. 11 wins. Who's to say? But yeah, another great performance by J.J. McCarthy. Please drive home safely, they say. I will. 38-22, Michigan wins. We'd love to see that. So we could, we could get some. We could get 9 wins out of this season if they beat Ohio State, win the bowl game. That would be a lot of fun. Cameron Stokes says, sorry I'm late, but hi. Yeah, go back and watch, Cameron. We had some good conversation throughout this. Brandon Stone says, what info are you looking to get for media days? Well, it'll be Jim Harbaugh, and then 3 Michigan players will be there in Indianapolis, along with the rest of the Big Ten. It's just a basic kind of, it's just basic chatter. You're going to get the, this was the best off-season program we've ever had. We're all in the best shape of our life. The new system's going great. Like, that's what you're going to get out of it. But it's also a networking thing. I haven't seen a lot of those people and these players and coaches since pre-COVID. So it'd be nice to get back and network and do all that. So we'll check the stats really quick and then be on with the rest of our day. Again, while you're at it, while you're still here, subscribe to Maize and Brew on YouTube. Leave a like on the video. We're on Apple, Google, Spotify, and Stitcher for podcasts. And we'll have... You're basically going to get a podcast a day from us in some shape or form over the next several weeks. So, looking forward to that. So, hope you do that. Subscribe to the shows. Join the Discord channel. That's in the chat below. So, we're going through stats here. So, yeah, that's going to do it for me. Follow me on Twitter at Anthony T. Broom. That's going to do it for me here. We'll We'll be back tomorrow. Tomorrow's the Ohio State Day, 4 p.m. Eastern. We will be here. So, make time to be here. All right, we'll talk to you soon.